mixed-up dreams. We do not know the meaning of such things." The one of them who had been saved then said, remembering after a period, "I will tell you what it signifies, so send me out." Everything was happening in line with a plan prepared by God for Prophet Yusuf. Forgotten for years in a dungeon, Prophet Yusuf was suddenly remembered by the will of God. This was how Prophet Yusuf interpreted the king's dream. He said, "Sow for 7 years in the normal way, and leave that which you harvest in the ear, except for a small amount from which you eat. Then after that 7 hard years will arrive, in which you can eat from what you set aside for them, except for a little which you store. Then after that another year will come in which the people will be helped by rain in plenty, and when they once more will press." In the wake of that interpretation, the king sent a messenger to call Prophet Yusuf to him. Yet he sent the messenger back to the king with a number of important questions in order that his innocence should be revealed. The king said, "Bring him to me straight away." But when the envoy came to him, he said, "Go back to your master and inquire of him what happened about the woman who cut their hands. My lord has knowledge of their cunning guile." In response to his question, the king gathered the women together and asked for the truth of the matter. He said, "What was this past affair of yours when you solicited Yusuf?" Then they said, "God forbid, we know no bad of him." The governor's wife then said, "The truth has now emerged. Indeed, I tried to seduce him then, and he has simply told the honest truth." After so many years, the truth finally emerged. The way that Prophet Yusuf spent years in prison despite being totally innocent contained something very auspicious. Every moment experienced by this holy prophet had been planned in the sight of God. Throughout his time in prison, he had grown deeper and more mature in faith. In addition, the situation in Egypt had been arranged in such a way as to bring him to power. Prophet Yusuf went to the king who had called for him. This was the beginning of a whole new period for him. The king rewarded him with an important position and made him his counselor. Prophet Yusuf became responsible for the Egyptian treasury. At that time, a most important development took place. Those brothers who had thrown him into the well came to Egypt for reasons of trade. And the person who would appear before them was Prophet Yusuf. His brothers failed to recognize him, but he immediately recognized them. He treated them most hospitably and offered them material benefits. In implementing his plan, he actually had another aim in mind. He wanted to see his youngest brother. The brothers of Yusuf came into his presence, and he knew them, but they did not know him. Then, having supplied their needs, he said to them, "Bring me your brother, your father's youngest son. Do you not see that I dispense full measure and am the most hospitable of hosts? But if you do not bring him here to me, your measure from me then will be denied, and you will not come near to me at all." His brothers did not want to lose the material benefits offered to them. They therefore immediately left Egypt and returned to their father, asking for their youngest brother. But Prophet Yaqub did not trust them. He said, "How will my trusting him to your care be different from entrusting his brother before? The best of guardians, however, is God. He is the most merciful of the merciful." After having received a firm promise, Prophet Yaqub allowed his youngest son to depart, reminding them to be careful. Prophet Yusuf meets his little brother. Prophet Yusuf's brothers returned to Egypt together and entered into his presence. He separated his little brother from the others and revealed his true identity. Then when they entered into Yusuf's presence, he drew his brother close to him and said, "I am your brother. Do not be distressed concerning all the things they used to do."